you are What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Sarlacc Digest, a podcast bringing you line talk and digesting Star Wars topics over 1,000 years. This is episode 317, being recorded on July 23rd, 2025. I'm your host, Darth Moocher. I've got Scott Solo here.
What's up, nerds?
Grand Admiral Franz is here.
Yo.
We don't have a Fallen Fett this week, or a Joey this week, but I say that, and then they pop in. So,
but the over-under on Ernie is Wednesday.
The over-under on Ernie is going to be for next Wednesday because he's at Comic-Con this week.
At 8/17.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
Ernie's at Comic-Con.
Yeah, I know. Ooh,
whenever
500 subscribers get you. Celebrate a Comic-Con.
Sons of bitches.
He doesn't watch, so we could say whatever we want about him. So.
He never does a rewatch.
He never does. All right, guys. Well, before we get into it and see what we're just going to kick back today and just kind of chat it up and hang out. But before we get into it, Scott, Shadow Council, Pit, go.
You got it. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you to our Shadow Council. That is our Patreon crew: Adam S., AJ from the Forbidden Panel, Brian C., Cliff, Commander Bly, Commander Cook, Crystal E., Don the Dad Dorn, Eric Grubb, Flavy Davy, Gavin Connor from the Holy Hour All Cure podcast, All Runner Base, Luke O'Brien, Mervine Bolanos, Matt Logic, Muftak is back, Nicholas Shaver. Dear God, the list is just keeps on going. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Rhino Hobby, Stu John Jedi, and Troy Dodson. Now, we've got some changes coming up to our Shadow Council, and there's going to be some options. We're just going to open up some options for y'all, and we're not going to get into it just yet until we quite figure out what the hell that is.
Just check your inbox. Check your inbox.
That's right. Check your inboxes. There's going to be choices. There's going to be options. All sorts of things that we can do. Well, you'll see.
You'll see.
So, and that
I don't
also
have anything
includes.
in my inbox.
Not yet.
Well,
Not yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see either one of you guys on that list. So, you know.
I've been on that. I've been a donor for 7 years, and you never shouted me out.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I know.
Contribution.
I'm waiting
Oh, and then you're waiting for a check. Aren't we all? So let's start off our shout outs in the pit here with Mr. Hellrunner Base, followed by, of course, Senior Commander Bly. And then I'm just going to scroll for the next hour here while we,
but as you're scrolling, I do appreciate how runners count down to the show. It's really 100%. Funny. I was like 3 hours left, 2 hours left, 15 minutes left. So
that's so awesome.
How runner, you're awesome. We do appreciate it.
We got Rhino Hobbies in here. Let me see who else we got. Commander Blind. We got Meeks. What's up, Meeks?
What's up,
How's it going, man? We got Stu John Jedi in there. We've got the world famous Dr. Brantley.
Yes,
he's in
he's
here.
Famous here. He's infamous, which is more than famous, right? Is that what the
absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, we've got some razzle dazzle happening here. So it's almost like he was listening to our pre-show conversation about musicals.
I know, right?
Yeah. And we've got Hellrunner Base as our number one fan. Thank you, Hellrunner Base. So yeah, if you're in here and you're hanging out with us, just say hello. We'll give you a shout out on the show.
Yeah.
And like I said, exciting things are on the horizon for the Sarlacc Digest and for our Shadow Council. So,
and this is
I'm excited.
Awesome. And tonight's is a participation show. So anything you guys want to talk about in the pit, get it out there and let's talk it up. I see that Chris has got the Black Sabbath shirt on. So R.I.P. Ozzy.
Yeah.
Jeez, but what timing? Like what timing?
It's either bad timing or great timing or just wow.
I think if
that last song of his.
Well, if you've written out your obituary yourself, I think that's the only way to do it is to go out like that.
Yeah,
almost on his terms. I mean, in a sense, the dude, it's just crazy, man. It's not Star Wars, but I'm just saying, it's a trippy thing how things work out sometimes,
Yeah.
Well, it's wild because I'll tell you a personal story. I was raised by my aunt and uncle, right?
Yeah.
So my uncle was getting on in years, and right at the end there, he was really sick for a while, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he had made up with his sister, who he had been battling for 20 years. They hadn't spoken 2 decades, right? Right that week, right in that time when he was passing, his daughter comes out with his granddaughter, right?
Wow.
For the week before, they go to San Diego and they're about to come back. They're in San Diego when he passes away at my house, right? So it's like one of those things where you're like, he made amends. He did not list. He got to see the people he needed to see, all that stuff. And it was like, okay, I can go. Well, here you go, Ozzy, right? You had this big old shebang.
Yeah.
Get to sing 4 songs on that stage again. Go for it. And he might have sounded old, but dude, he was fucking rocking and trying.
But nobody was expecting anything different,
Dude, it was way better than I expected him to do, right? Yeah. Way better. When you seen him at the Hall of Fame and he did the All Aboard, right?
Yeah.
Before Maynard did Crazy Train, it was like, oh man, good thing he's not singing today. But there he was. He did that, and then he made up with Naomi, and all this. And he hadn't talked to him. That's what it is. And then also he's like at peace. I can let go now.
So the key is to hold grudges so you can live longer.
Yeah, well, that's that you can't, or you suffer until you make up with your shit.
Very true.
Right, and that's the problem. You just you do it.
Yeah. Again, it was just almost whatever. It's like I expected this. It wasn't shocking to me because But at the same time, I'm like, that was cool. I mean, grand scheme.
I agree.
Yeah.
Honestly, also. If you've got Parkinson's that bad, and to go out in a bang like that, that's I don't want to sit there and suffer with anything for decades.
Yeah.
So
it was neat. It was a hero's goodbye, right? I mean,
exactly.
Watching all those sets from that concert, it was crazy.
Yeah.
All
Much
of
respect.
Sabbath or Ozzy songs. It was It was unreal, man.
Yeah. Mando Mike checking in. Yes, Mando has entered the chat. Well, just look at how that works. Scott's gone. Mando's here. Don is asking about Joey. Yeah, John's asking about Joey. I don't know. When he's on, ask him when he gets on. How Joey
who knows?
is. Power Runner, the HasLab case at San Diego Comic-Con. A little bit of toy news, in which we will get into on Monday's show because we're going to break it all down. But I mean, Hasbro did drop the hint of another HasLab Vintage Collection HasLab today. Launching,
yes.
which will be tomorrow, I think, is their panel. So we should know all that information as of tomorrow and everything. But again, stay tuned for Toy Chest on Monday, because that is going to be our back-to-back San Diego Comic-Con breakdown. And we'll see.
But was launching a key, like a keyword hint?
It said HasLab launching soon, but it wasn't in quotes or anything like that. So we're all thinking,
it wasn't in big letters or anything to make
just
launching
at the bottom. Right. It wasn't anything different. It's not like it did with the G.I. Joe, where it's like, it's getting cold in here.
Right. Right, but they are famous for doing that, giving like little hints and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. If it was launched, what would you think?
Hang on. So the case that they have out right now, they put some sand in the bottom of it. So a lot of people are predicting that it's going to be the Sandcrawler. However, I have not seen the display yet with the actual
how big it is,
cantina in it. I haven't seen the cantina yet on display. So they could very well put the cantina inside that display too. So I don't know, but my speculation, if it's not the Sandcrawler,
got it.
And they have said it is a vehicle. So if it's not the Sandcrawler, I'd love to see an updated shuttle Tidarium or Imperial shuttle. I think that would be epic.
Yeah,
would be massive.
First off, let me say this: shuttle Tidarium, insta buy. Don't care price, just credit card, did it. Centerpiece above my TV. I mean, that's my favorite Imperial shuttle. That's my favorite Imperial ship. It's to me, I love it.
What about you, Chris? What would get you?
If it's OT,
what would get you?
I don't know. I don't know.
You to actually buy one.
I was just wondering if it was the word launch. That's why I was kind of wondering, right? Because if the launch was there, it would have put me in a Star Tours. You don't hear launch anywhere but Star Tours, right? That's the only place I ever hear launch. So other than that, the shuttle is probably the best bet. And that would probably be what would get me. Nothing's going to get me to buy, bro. I mean, that's not my wheelhouse, right? But I would think the shuttle would be rad, because that was always a favorite growing up. And they do everything else. I mean, and even done the shuttle. So what big a deal would that be? It's going to be for the 3-inch. It's what it's always been, right? For the 3 3/4.
Yeah. This is
why do that. Sandcrawler is not something you usually get. That would be cool, bro.
Right.
That would make me happy. Like, oh, that's a really cool one.
Right.
Yeah, Sandcrawler would be cool, but even at the scale, it would have to be massive to be the right size.
Well, remember we were talking about on Monday, right? That they're going to take liberty, so it's not a prop replica. It's going to be a take liberties play set to the point where it's going to be bigger probably than any other Sandcrawler or vehicle that they've done, but it's also not going to be a very true 1-to-1 1/18 scale, because and it's going to have a lot of play abilities. I know that Mike and Scott were talking into another chat. We're kind of privy to that. We're talking about open up the top hatch. You got elevators. You got the droid area. You got stuff where it's compartmentalized and you
like the katana, just smaller with the same kind of opening.
Yeah. Because katana is big, but it's not a 1-to-1 scale of what.
Right.
Yeah.
So they definitely can make these vehicles in that wheelhouse of bigger, but
not quite. Yeah.
When it comes to
see, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, when it came to Black Series, that's a little bit different, because we expect a 1-to-1 scale, kind of again prop replicas, just the details there, but it's massive. Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, they said it was a vehicle. Now, I know the Death Star is technically a space station. Would that count as a vehicle? Because I would love a modular Death Star. But
I don't know. That's a good question. Does the Death Star is Death Star technically a vehicle?
Not technical about it, bro. They can fly it.
Yeah,
they can
go from point A to point B. Yeah,
vehicle.
So that's
I
what
guess
I would
so,
love to
yeah.
see. And we talked about this on Monday about like taking the old micro universe set and just blowing it up to a 3 3/4 inch scale would be awesome because the thing was big for little micro figures, right? They could do all sorts of stuff just by blowing up some of that old stuff and updating it, you know?
Yeah. Stu John, there are pictures of the concept on the internet and it looks right. That's the one I was talking about on Monday where I saw these
Yeah.
little sketches and it was like it had the sketches that I saw had the throne room, had like a bunch of stuff, but it was very, like I said, compartmentalized. It was not a true throne. It was like this window, and then you come over here, you got like trash compactor, if that was the one I was thinking.
Yeah.
And then Hell Runner saying there's the case again looks too small for a sandcrawler, but to Scott's point, that case that could be for the cantina. I don't know. Do you think they would put the cantina out this? They had it last year.
They will. They said
Okay.
they are going to put the
Okay.
cantina out there for people to
right.
see. But I'm going to bring up the Death Star micro set really quick, just so you guys can
that'd be
see
cool.
what I'm talking about. Micro.
Would I buy the Death Star's place? I mean, I didn't buy the cantina place set. Probably not. I don't know. Damn it. I didn't buy the cantina one, and that's like, you know.
Do you think the Death Star, if they made it, like, forget anything round about it, like, if you could put it on a wall, right? Like, it'd be a half the size of this wall, and then just hang it on a wall, and that would be where all your levels and things go.
That'd be cool.
Maybe a super laser on the side.
Yeah. The gun.
The coolest thing you could probably do instead of having something like go in the middle of your room, it would have to like be flat.
100% flat and vertical.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's the Death Star playset. That's a kind of a
that would be a good something to build off of, right? Like a playset, and then
it's 3 levels high. I mean, you've got you see the size of the. Let me see if I can zoom in there. I can't make it any bigger. There we go. You see the size right there of the that's the tractor beam terminal, and it's you got to think that is a 1.5 inch tall scale figure or 1 inch scale figure that would go with that. So this thing could be massive. And
sure, man. And how much was the cantina? 400 was the base.
Yes,
or the deluxe was 4. Was it?
I think so. Yeah, the deluxe was 4.
So it was 390. So it was 290. No, I thought it was 399, 499, right, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm expecting if a play set, that's probably what you're looking at then.
I want a bag of carrots with it.
You want a bag of carrots with it? Are you getting hungry now?
Yeah, but that's the deluxe, dude.
With a bag of baby carrots.
Let's see if there are any other pictures of this thing. I mean,
base was 4, deluxe was 5. Yeah, and
I mean, it's cool as long as they had more paint apps in it, make it bigger, more detailed. Like that's the problem with the playset things is sometimes I think they're kind of bland.
Yeah. And I was just gonna say, like, the cantina struggled, and I don't think it did the last tier of it, right? So the last tier didn't.
No, it didn't. It
Okay.
didn't do the last tier. But you can see how tall this thing is, right? I mean,
but if it's modular, where you can build on it, and that'd be awesome. It's that's I think that's what they need to do in the future. So going back a little bit on Hasbro itself, G.I. Joe, their HasLabs are supported outside of the HasLab campaign. So after the HasLab campaign, they release vehicles and things that can be attached to it. That would be an amazing thing for collectors if they released a Star Wars HasLab, even Vintage Collection or Black Series, and then other or even figures you can attach things to it to expand
Absolutely.
on it. Like an ongoing campaign.
Yeah,
that would be something different that they haven't done as far as in Star Wars.
Right, because like the His tank, it's got the hook on the back that you can then add things onto it and cart things around with it.
For another $100, you get this. Another 100. It's like this His tank cost me $7,000.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, in the past, those campaigns have been all successful. That's what I was kind of getting at. Like, I think it's gonna be a vehicle myself because they probably know vehicles. Or first off, they're cheaper to produce vehicles. No, not vehicles. Ships. Ships are listed because they don't have to do the treads. They don't have to do moving parts as much. And of course, we're not gonna get electronics and sounds. And Yeah.
So dumb.
I would say it's probably going to be because if the word launch is involved,
Right.
I would say the shuttle could shuttles launch, right, and
Yes.
everything else takes off. So
I agree. And again, sorry, Hal Runner, but anything OT, I'm gonna back it. That's
OT
if
is the way.
the only other one could be is the Republic gunship. That's what I can see them
Republic
doing.
gunship would be cool.
Yeah.
And I know I'm probably in a minority here with this, but I would love to see Ahsoka's Jedi Starfighter or Jedi Shuttle, the one from Ahsoka.
That'd be cooler.
Rotating wings and the whole Jedi training section in the back, and
that's bigger than the Falcon. No, that thing is huge.
I mean, if they did it in the same scale as the Falcon, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Fudge the numbers, man.
Just would room to play with it, right?
Would it be popular enough to, just like we talked about the Bad Batch ship, right? Like that.
I don't think so, but I would love it.
Yeah. As just
screw everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's how it needs to be sometimes.
But here it is, though. That ship debuted in the Clone Wars, so it could be advertised as a Clone Wars ship or as a ship for Ahsoka, right?
Yeah.
Just like the Ghost. The Ghost was marketed as from Ahsoka, but we all know it came from Rebels.
Right.
So
how'd the Ghost do?
Ghost fully.
Ghost blew away everything.
I would put it in the same realm as that. Then I would think if the Ghost would, it would, and for the same reasons, the same characters are involved. Ahsoka is Rebels.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, in this you could also market it with an Anakin and an Obi-Wan too, because they were on that shuttle in the Clone Wars. So
a hologram,
hologram of Anakin. That would be badass.
And
teaching
Yang, and the whole compartment with the lightsaber compartment that Hu Yang has.
Stop talking, because this is going to be, whenever this is not the one that they announced, this is going to be the one that I suggest in next Monday's show. So
yeah. Oh yeah, we're our thing. Rick Jones checking in. What's up? And of course we got the SKN Network. Hey. Star Wars podcast. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Sue John, I got the new Ezra Bridger figure today, and it's really cool. It even has thigh swiveled. Yeah. I'm waiting for that to ship soon, along with that zombie trooper. So
yeah,
it's cool. I'm patient, man.
They're starting to hit Walmarts. So if you're a Walmart hunter like I am, and they can get rid of their Acolyte figures, then we might see those hanging on a peg at Walmart.
I told myself I was going to do no pre-orders this year, right? And I haven't. And I said I'll just grab them in the store. I ain't grabbed shit until Scott the other day went and says, "Hey, do you have this Mace Windu?"
Yeah.
No, I need it. Hey, do you have this Ezra with a holocron?
Yeah.
No, I need it. And then I went to Box Lunch, and now we're 8 deep again.
Okay,
there we go. And I know how many am I missing and going through. What did I miss on my pre-order?
Oh, just so you know, also the Target that your wife frequents also has that range trooper in there.
Yeah,
they had a bunch of them.
I need another ranged. Yes, I need.
You do.
Alexander Storm checking in.
What's up, Alex?
Amanda Mike said the zombie troops are hitting. Here, you found them in Calabasas. Yes, so check the stores; they'll be shipping soon, or you'll find them. You'll be finding them.
I wish Scott would text me like that.
Just give him your number. Go ahead.
How many times did I text you today, Mooch, with things I found at the stores?
Yeah.
And
I was kind of like Chris a little bit, where I was like, sometimes like the slow toy news, it's out of sight, out of mind. So I wasn't really paying attention to anything, and things are starting to hit the stores, and I'm just like, if I find it, like I haven't been in that FOMO mode in a while, not until this week, because of Comic-Con and stuff, and like I said, that Mustafar set exclusive, still no news on it, and I keep saying tomorrow, I just caught myself. Tomorrow's not Friday. Friday is the Star Wars day. So I just remembered that. Yeah, no information tomorrow. It's gonna be Friday. So HasLab and all the stuff that we're talking about. So we'll get back in. I'm sure I'll get back into the FOMO come this weekend. And
I didn't even remember that Vera Sophie was gonna be a pop.
Oh, really?
Didn't even remember, and just ran into her. I was like, oh, cool. Nice. I was like, there we go.
Matt Logic, what is up? Yes. Commander Blight, can I have Scott's credit card number? Just don't forget 3. Yeah, just we'll put it in chat here in a minute.
Sure.
Stu John, I found the Ahsoka, Anakin, and Rex at Walmart the other day. I already had them, but it was neat to see them there. Yeah. You know what? It's funny because like every time I would be in the stores and I already had figures or whatever, and I would linger in the toy aisle for a long time just because they're there. Sometimes even if I found them, it's just like I don't want to leave this, because that was like the whole point of us collecting in the past was finding them in the wild and being like, what if I leave, something else is going to pop up, even though I know there's nothing else out there. It's just funny mentality. Yeah. I know that. You know what? We'll put it here too, so in case anybody missed it. So if you want to get involved in our Monday the Toy Chest show, we are trying to put together our pitch for Black Series HasLab. Now, practical Black Series HasLab, because we want to try to be on the front lines of talking Hasbro into looking the Black Series direction once again. Because again, they did it once with the Rancor and then they got scared and now they're all hiding under a rock. It's like, come on, dude. Like, I think there's a market for it.
And the lightsaber didn't count. It might have said Black
that
Series.
Doesn't count.
Count.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What's
Basil
up,
G, late to the party. It's okay. It's cool.
So,
just for the record, that Rancor was reasonable.
I believe
as far as what to build.
So hear me out. For mine for the Black Series is going to be a Rancor. And I think we should have a cardboard backdrop with some scattered terrain and a couple of random figures that have already been released. What do you say?
Oh, the
Come
random
on,
figures.
Hasbro.
Yeah.
Need a
Give
saddle.
me a Luke and a Gamorrean guard that we already have. A saddle would have been great, except for the fact that the Rancor wasn't the right color.
Yeah. Well, the color changing depending on what.
Color changing.
Ooh, you put him out in the sunlight. He's fucking Zartan.
Yeah.
That's it. You put him out in the
Let's do
sunlight
it.
and he changes color. I love it. Let's go.
Yeah,
Why is Hasbro not getting this shit?
The color changing would be awesome. Rick Jones, stay tuned. Stay tuned for my my pitch. I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I seen the TIE Fighter, and it's massive. And the TIE Fighter is the smallest damn ship you can go for. So it's like
the TIE Fighter First Order is bigger than the regular TIE Fighter, right? So because it's a 2-seater and stuff. So
by how
looking
much?
At it right now, huh?
By
how
much
smaller?
I mean, like we're talking about like that much.
Hey, but still, it's doable. They did it. It's big. The X-Wing, though, I was looking up the X-Wing the other day on like actual, if they did a 1-to-1, 1/12 scale, it's bigger than I thought it would be. It's actually
It'd be like the flag.
Almost. It's like 3.5 to 4 foot in length. Yeah, and the wingspan would be 4 feet. Again, liberties, right? You would have to really, trick the eye and shrink
I
it.
back vintage collection.
Bullshit. It's
You can pop a skiff for fun. You could do
I think would be a regular. Yeah.
Skiff would be cool because then you could use some of the tiers to be your skiff guards and stuff. That'd be pretty awesome.
Skiff is way doable for a regular release. You know what I mean? Like they can do that. Emphas Ness's speeder is bigger than a skiff, and that thing is like, it's huge. Yeah, it's huge. Mind of my HasLab might do a 2-pack TIE Fighter to go with the upcoming Vader prototype. Oh no, I as far as like the one that they're launching, TIE Fighters, I don't know. TIE Fighter HasLab Da Vinci's collection. What do you think?
No.
It would need to be a set.
They just did the X-Wing.
And not HasLab. Talking vintage collection here. Vintage collection.
I think that's what he's talking. Yeah.
No, because a TIE Fighter, just a basic TIE Fighter, if they did the large scale wings, there's a lot of engineering that has to happen with those because the large scale wings, they have a tendency to do this and lean out and they look terrible. So it definitely has to go all the way. It all has to go back to the drawing board to get reworked.
Harder plastic would work a lot better too.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't think so. I don't think a 2-pack of TIE Fighters would do well.
Not for a HasLab.
I was thinking a 3 though. I was thinking the Vader and the set.
But they just released Vader. The Vader's coming out right now. It's 120 for the Vader TIE Fighter alone. So
I know it's a hard cut.
ridiculous.
Like I was like all in. I'm like 120. Come on, dude. Like die-cast metal wings. Hell yeah, let's go. I'll be 80 pounds.
With plastic connectors, you just
yeah.
You take it off and it's like a literal shield for you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, now we'll get into HasLab pitches But again, we're steering towards Black Series on Monday because, because you have another HasLab this weekend.
Fine.
But they got
Fine.
you. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
You're getting it. No matter what, you're getting it.
No, not necessarily. If they come at me with, say, here is, I don't know what I'm seriously the Sandcrawler. If it's a Sandcrawler, I don't know, man, because I'm really happy with the one I've got from Disneyland. And how much more display space do I need for a freaking box with treads on it? I'm kind of okay there. So
I don't know, man.
That's the thing with when I was thinking the Star Tour shuttle too. It exists already. You have one,
yes.
right? I mean, like it exists. So what else could we be going for?
And they wouldn't do that. They would continue to let Disneyland have that. They wouldn't do that in a vintage collection HasLab. Yeah. Speaking
of Disneyland, I'm sorry. I've been sending you guys the photos of Luke Skywalker in our private chat. Try to pull one up, Scott. Try to put.
Okay.
This is why I think the campaign of like only masked characters should be in Disneyland, because
or heavily made up characters.
They have the technologies even on flesh masks today. You can get a Mark Hamill mask and put it over these characters, because I mean they did to kind of like segue. They do a good job with Rey. Rey does there's some likenesses in Rey that they hire these actresses that look like her, right? But the ones that I'm seeing about Luke Skywalker, I don't think I can hold a straight face. Not taken away from the person doing this or whatever, or even the Disney attempt, because we're proponents of like getting. Sorry,
who's she?
I don't know who she is, but
this is real. This is real. He's walking around Disneyland as Luke Skywalker for photo ops, and again. Bravo for the attempt.
No, no, that's given a
on
participation trophy. No.
Oh my God, Stooge on Jedi. Isn't that exactly what I said in our chat? I did. Wow.
The realistic masks. Exactly, Rhino. Like they have realistic masks. You can fool everybody with them in 2 seconds. Really. I mean,
for Luke, you need to be a male. I'm just going to say this. I'm unsure about this person. Secondly, you need a cleft chin, blue eyes, and that color hair in this image looks about right.
It's but that hair too. It's like a Lego hair.
It is a Lego.
It's definitely a wig.
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
I feel like I can spin it like on a Lego.
Yeah. You can. Let me fix that for you. I saw this. Like, this is not the first time I've been seeing it, but it's as more and more, because I was like thinking like, okay, maybe bad angle, bad fluke, whatever. But no, they're continuing to have
not fluke.
To have Luke Skywalker at Disneyland parks walking around, and
we're sure that's not just some guest.
No, this is. I'm telling you, I've seen actual video and footage of Luke's walking around, and he's the very somber Luke with the him and Grogu Luke kind of like that, and it's just not working, man.
Yeah, no. And I know we're supposed to stick with the era, but Jedi Luke from Return of the Jedi, and I don't know. I don't feel like he's as I mean, he's definitely recognizable, but if you put a farm boy Luke, I think people would be like, "Oh my God, Luke!" Where you see this guy walking around in black, and you're like, "Is that supposed to be Luke?"
Well, here's the thing. I don't think there's the question of who it is. It's just like, "Oh God, please stop."
If you look closer, I wouldn't have had any problem with it, right? Because Jedi Luke's the coolest Luke. Farm boy Luke, I'm so tired.
Yes,
right. But to your point, it's probably the one everybody would be like, okay, he's wearing
the most recognizable,
Levi's.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, this would be recognizable was anybody that looked anywhere near like Luke.
Yeah,
it's recognizable for us. We know what it's trying to be.
Right.
If they were at San Diego Comic-Con,
from a
person, I'd be like, "Yo, she looks dope."
Yeah. From a distance, I'd be like, dude, we've got Luke walking in the park, and I've been walking up, and I could not, I won't be able to keep a straight face, and I feel bad for that, because the filter would be gone.
So Luke is now a Disney princess.
Yeah, we didn't need a gender swap. We have enough Skywalker ladies. Let's move on.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, okay. The Avengers Campus does a better job at it. I mean, they even had, the Red Guardian, the guy that looked, I mean, almost to the T, kind of like.
Yeah.
And that's not too hard. Just get a older,
I could do it.
middle-aged,
I could
big
do it.
guy.
I was
with
about
a
to say,
beard.
stick this guy in it and
Yeah, I can
in
do
the
it. Give me
costume,
your ass.
and he
Yeah.
could do it.
There really
Oh,
needs to
my
be a costume
friend.
from now
Yeah.
on at some point. You need to 3D print yourself a helmet, get a costume, and get
Yeah,
rolling.
seriously.
He'll have it done in 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, Pitt, get this. He's not done any of the other projects. Now he's an AD8 skull behind him that he's printed out.
Oh,
not done R2 yet.
Should I tease it?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. So we can clown you. Where's the Scarif Trooper? Where's R2?
Ooh,
Where's all the other 47
but
things?
88.
That is 88.
But
I do love it.
Yeah. But 88. If you want to know more about those projects, you can go to my channel because I do talk about them. And I do talk about the whole fact like
missing them.
I go, all right, I know, Chris, I'm getting to it, but
that looks like the Iron Man 2 drone right now.
It does.
One that Whiplash wants to take off. And
yes. Oh, yeah, that could work. Maybe that's was modeled after it, huh? But yeah. So currently working on 88 life size. That plus my R2, yeah. The Scarif now. That's a whole thing because like Bly's in right now. Bly is at his sweatshop making clone armor. Right, he's doing it the right way. The vacuum forming, I'm sure, with bucks and everything like that. Now that's what's like. It'd be kind of a cool conversation to have. Some channel, whatever it would be like 3D printed armor versus the vacuum formed, and how complicated would it be? Because Shore Trooper is very detailed, and I think initially they did it. I'd seen some vacuum formed Shore Trooper stuff, but it's a very intricate, kind of like hard thing to do vacuum form. I would think so. 3D printing wise, better, but that you could do it in ABS, which you would get the durability and stuff like that. So
Mother fricker, who's this guy?
Hey, Ben Fricker.
It's Jesus.
He prefers Lord of the Rings over Star Wars, guys. Well, here's the thing.
That's cool.
There would be no Star Wars without Lord of the Rings. Quite honestly, Lord of the Rings is the world building, high fantasy, hero's journey, ultimate hero's journey.
Second best trilogy ever.
It's the second best trilogy ever.
I would argue more there'd be no Lord of the Rings big movie if there wasn't Star Wars.
Yes,
see that.
Yes, there would be no come to the screen without Star Wars. But I go Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Star Wars and Lord of the Rings are my two favorite IPs. But
yeah, same here.
Of course, there's Star Wars and there's everything else. But Lord of the Rings to me is better.
Stu John. I've never seen Lord of the Rings and don't care to.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, that last segment, I feel very personal attack, like when Chris talks about The Hobbit being whatever.
A 3-movie crash grab? Yeah.
Okay.
Smallest book of all of them.
It's
a trilogy.
It's awesome. So
Lord of the Ring books, 3 movies, this many books. The Hobbit, 3 movies, this many books.
You still don't get it, but that's fine. That's fine.
Don't need to get it. Use all your appendixes and all your definitions and whatever. All the shit he wrote on napkins when he was 12 all get to fall into 3 movies. Doesn't matter.
It's awesome, dude.
I like all 3 of them. I just
I know. It's
I take it personal that there were 3 of them. I think it's dumb.
Okay.
I have triggers,
Okay,
Whoa.
this is a trigger for me. I enjoy Conan the Barbarian, but you shut your mouth there, Rick Jones.
Conan the Barbarian is better fantasy Lord of the Rings.
I
love Conan, but no, Lord of the Rings is
Wow.
That was crazy talk. I don't even know.
Without Lord of the Rings, you have no Conan.
Oh my god.
Commander Bly, go back to that. Shore Trooper is good for a mixed media approach. Yeah, I agree. There are some aspects that you can vacuum form. I'm fascinated with the whole process of cosplay anyway. But
fascinated, just ain't getting shit done.
I'm getting stuff done. It's just not.
I was just in the back of my head. I didn't think I was going to come out of my mouth. Sorry.
Is your inner monologue broken?
Your inner
monologue broken.
My bad. The crowd was supposed to hear that, not you.
Yeah. Whoa.
Been watching a lot of Dexter. The inner monologue is popping.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, I mean, that's the thing about like projects. You start them, and sometimes you just kind of like, you know what, I don't like the way it's going, and start something else, and you learn something. And you go, I could do better, and I like to have things good rather than quality over quantity. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll put it. Practice what I preach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think.
Yeah, sure. I know. I got triggers, I got a lot of triggers actually to talk to these guys. So,
yeah,
they don't call me Darth Gatekeeper for nothing.
that's right.
Oh man,
we do. I do love our little nicknames that we've got in our own personal chats. You're Darth Gatekeeper. You never get to see what your own is, though. So
no, I don't know.
Constantly go in there and look at what mine is, and I think
clue.
mine is a Toys R Us geezer. So, and Chris, you're Pink Droid.
Nice.
Pink
What?
Droid.
Why is he Pink Droid?
Pink Floyd. It's a Pink Floyd.
Oh,
yeah. I said I've never seen that. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Hey, I hate Pink Floyd.
Wait a minute.
Boring.
Wait a minute.
I almost left.
Wait a minute.
I didn't know how to
So, okay,
What
it's
the
just
heck,
you and me
guy?
now, buddy.
Yeah, 'cause that's sacrilege. That's messed up. Not even cool, bro.
They're boring as hell.
Boring as hell. You don't do enough drugs.
I don't do any drugs.
just
That's the
You
problem.
don't need it. I'm just joking. You don't need it to enjoy them.
Yes, you do.
No, you
No,
don't.
that
No,
you
you
do.
don't.
Yes,
No,
you do.
I was sober
Other
for
than
20
Sid-
years in there.
Other than Sid Barrett, not even the band did drugs. So it's which is to me a total trip.
But I went 20 years and still liked them, right? And then started up again. And
I've known
Like
you for over 30 years, and you've done drugs most of the time that I've done.
no way, dude. When the kids were young, up until it was legal, I stopped. Right? From 2001 until legalization. Figure that out whenever that happened.
I've known you since I was about 18, 19.
Yeah, and I was doing
Okay.
I was doing drugs.
Yeah. So
I was going to say
drugs.
Julie can tell stories, but
yeah. No. It's Chris. Okay. Chris is not a drug user.
No,
but I mean, like, don't tell me there was a time that you didn't do drugs.
No, there was. There's a gap. There was.
Were we on the outs or something? I don't remember.
when the kids were born, I stopped
okay.
doing it completely. There was no way I was going to do it around.
That's when you stopped listening to Pink Floyd. That's like
that's why they listen to Pink Floyd. Come on.
wow.
If I call Luke on Skype right now, he's going to have.
Dude, the pit agrees with me because they're not saying no. They're not saying.
I know they're not saying anything.
They're not saying anything.
You said madness.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't look at the numbers.
Animals is better than Dark Side of the Moon for me because it's overplayed. But you can also be wrong about that too. So
you can also be wrong. Thank you.
The Dark Side of the Moon. You know what? I think that's what it is on my end. It's like a lot of things are overplayed and very commercialized and
time and money.
I get it. It's just like Led Zeppelin to me. I can care less. I mean, I appreciate it, but I can care less about listening to Led Zeppelin because they're on commercials, they're on movie. It's just like.
It gets that. I get it. But so like Time and Money are that, Stairway to Heaven is that, Hotel California, things like that, right? But bands had these big songs, Iron Man. I could go again without hearing Iron Man.
In my entire life without ever listening to Iron Man.
Right.
And
or most AC/DC. Or most AC/DC.
I could go my whole life without hearing AC/DC one more time.
Please. Seriously. Yeah.
Please.
Unless I'm watching Maximum Overdrive, then I have to because it's there. It's just
but,
that I understand.
Yeah. Anyway, but it's funny that Star Wars isn't like that. I could see Darth Vader and still get like, oh my god, it's Darth Vader.
Oh yeah, every time.
I wonder if anybody out there has ever said that, like, oh god, I'm tired of seeing Star Wars.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hellrunner, whenever it comes to the original trilogy.
Yes. Hellrunner's just wrong.
My family.
Well.
They're like, enough, Dad.
We didn't help that, right? So
sorry. I tried. I overdid it.
No.
Oh.
I won't want to get it. Just listen to Shine on You Crazy Diamond concert. You get it all. I don't know what that means. Is that a Pink Floyd thing?
The concert.
Is that a Pink Floyd thing?
That is a Pink Floyd thing, yes.
I don't care. I don't care.
It was both my kids' first concert was to go see Roger Waters.
Yeah, you're a bad father.
No. The oldest who went to Coliseum, the youngest who went to Staples, man. They were rad, both of them.
I'm kidding.
I know.
Kind of. Oh man. No, I never
sucks. That's what you got.
Yeah, well, Yeah. All right.
Oh man.
He knows I didn't mean it. He knows I didn't.
I know.
Oh,
I know
no.
you didn't mean that. That's like.
I just tried to hit him where it hurt.
Oh God.
It's like when you call somebody a name and you're like immediately, I'm so sorry.
You're a son of a bitch. Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
I've
sorry.
done that plenty of times. Oops. I've done it in chat sometimes. Like I typed it, I hit enter.
Your inner monologue types.
Yeah.
Oh, did I type that? My bad.
Oops. Just like Chris saying he didn't like Labyrinth, but
I like Labyrinth. I don't like the music, and I like musicals. You put on Greatest
Gotcha.
Showman right now, I'm singing along. Right? You put in any Muppet movie. I'm
yeah,
singing.
Muppet movies.
Right?
I
Labyrinth
can't
just didn't grab that song. The movie's fine.
Here's the thing. I hate musicals, but put Muppets in it.
This is me right
Oh, yeah,
now.
dude.
Sorry. I'm just
Yeah.
you guys and you're arguing. This is
Yeah,
great.
no, I'm serious. I swear to God, if you put like Fraggles or Muppets or just whatever,
Oh,
I'm
Fraggles.
in, man. Like anything, but it comes to like actual musicals, I'm done. I'm like Phantom of the Opera to me is one of the worst movies ever made. The Hugh Jackman, Moulin Rouge, get out of here. Like I hate that crap.
I don't like all musicals.
When Jules and I got married, I took her to see Phantom of the Opera. That was my wedding gift to her. I took her to see Phantom of the Opera. We had great seats, went down to the Pantages Theater. We all got dressed up. We went in there, sat down. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? This is awful. Why are they singing every line and why is it in Italian? I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
That's how we went to. I know I told you guys, but I don't know what the group. But the Pantage, we went to Pantages thinking we're adults, right? We went to go see the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and like you said, we dressed to the nines, right? We're decked out. I'm in a suit. You don't see me in a suit too much, right? But I clean up pretty good. My wife's looking hot in her short dress. All this stuff, right? We come in, we get out of the Escalade that we came in the Uber because I didn't want to drive over there, right?
Yeah.
Get jacked up. We come out, we look all hot shit. Man, everybody's in freaking robes or shorts and sandals, dude. And I'm like, we're at the Pantages Theater. Isn't this an adult type of thing? I don't care if it's Harry Potter or not. When we dressed up, right? And it was like, well, what are we doing here? And it was just a mess. But then
the kids, you understand.
Kids, I understand. Adults, put your shoes on. Why we got
please
flip-flops
put your
on?
shoes on.
Why we got flip-flops on at the theater?
Yeah.
You know, then I go to the bathroom at intermission and I come out and it's because I'm sitting in the thing, right? Whatever. And it's packed ass busy in there. All of a sudden it goes dead ass quiet. And I'm like, what's going on? So I run out, right? And the whole area is empty. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm sitting there waiting, thinking my wife's still in the other restroom, so I'm by the ladies' room, but nobody's coming out. Somebody comes over to me, sir, my manager needs to speak with you. And I'm like, oh shit, they caught me smoking. Right. But then I'm like, oh no, I didn't smoke in the bathroom because I didn't want to get caught smoking in the bathroom. I said, because I just went through that whole process, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, this is weird. Maybe my wife she's pretty lit. So maybe she's drunk and causing trouble somewhere. What's going on? I'm getting kicked out of Pantages. Why is it so quiet in here? Right. Then no. They go and find me, and just because they separated her to put her in a different bathroom because it was so busy to help her, but they wouldn't let us back in. And
Gotcha.
The point was, they're all. They asked my wife. She's like, "Hey, I need to find my husband upstairs." Right? She's like, "Don't worry, we know who he is." Because we were the only people
Only dressed
in
up.
the entire place dressed up. Was my point.
Look,
that was the. They're like, "Oh, that guy."
That's why we can't have nice things. That's why the Halcyon failed. This is because people.
The Halcyon,
I can't do
the price, and people.
That was number
right.
one, but then number two, I'm not paying that much for people in flip flops.
Yeah, the price would have been almost not all. It wouldn't have been. The price was stupid, but you would be more understandable had, like what Marco was saying, is everybody played along, and that was the rule. You have to play. You have to sign a contract. If you don't, they kick you out. Yeah,
so you're right.
And if you can afford that, you can afford a Jedi robe, bro.
Absolutely. Get into it. What are you doing there, right? Stu John, you know who doesn't get caught cheating on his wife at a concert? The dude at the Slayer concert. That's who.
Because no chicks go there.
There is no chicks that go there.
Right. I know. That's what I'm saying. And if he is cheating with somebody there.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? Like there are a lot of chicks that go to metal shows nowadays, you know, and they sometimes just ruin it all. Like they get in the pit, you're like, I can't.
I love that both of you were being the sexist ones today and not me.
I know,
I love
but
it.
they're
It's
being
usually
aggressive as hell. And you, how do you be aggressive? Like, how do you do your thing? They're the ones punching and kicking and stuff. You're like, dude,
it's not how we do it. Put your nails away.
Zero chicks at Slayer. Hell no. Slayer is like going. It's like church. You experience it. It's like a church for us. You know what I mean? It's like
I think it's the wrong
No, for me, it's the right one. It's the right.
I think.
Yeah. For me,
Mando Mike is on a tear right now about conspiracies and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. First off, the crime is going to a Coldplay concert. That's the real crime, not getting caught cheating.
It matters. The CEO was staged. He was there cheating. I don't care if somebody caught him.
No stage. They all cheat.
He tried to blame Coldplay. F you.
Yeah, I know. How dare you? Yeah.
It turned into Phil from Modern Family, right? It's like what happens in my
what happens
absolutely. In a public my concert area stays there.
They all cheat. All the CEOs cheat. Come on. Yeah. Today's social classes are, did you stay at the halcyon or no? Yeah, exactly.
You're right. Or did you go broke going in it, right? People went in debt for that kind of shit.
And Commander Blythe Slayer. I mean, I know we're this is the Star Wars podcast, but the good news is that Slayer actually came to an agreement to do less shows but more show, but not an actual retirement because like at first works. It was like because the scheduling is why the lead singer stepped back, is I can't do this, so they agreed to come together and do shows again but less throughout the year. So I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. Anyway,
cool.
Yeah, we got to go to Slayer.
This has been Slayer Chat.
We decided we're going next time they come, right?
Slayer,
next time they come, opening. My treat. We're going.
Oh wow!
You just buy the beer. One beer will pay for all 4 tickets. So.
Slayer tickets are cheap, nice, and beer's expensive. So it evens out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. What is it? Man of my coworker's daughters goes to Slayer and mosh pits. She beats up dudes. I've seen it. Yeah, I mean, like, come on,
They're mean.
And then you try to beat them back up, and it's just lawsuit. But anyway,
now Hellrunner's coming along too. So
hell yeah, my Hellrunner, dude. My treat.
Mucha Street.
I would.
All of a sudden, everybody's coming.
Yeah, man, that would be awesome. Cannibal work. Hell yeah, Cannibal Corpse. Let's go, Stu John. You have no idea what's in my Spotify.
You don't have any idea, Stu John.
He showed me, and I don't want to see it.
There's band names I can't even say on without getting demonetized. Like what I listen to. Let's put it that way. The heavier, the louder, the better. Yeah.
Same with his women.
Yeah. I'm like John Cena, man. I'm not choosy. Did you ever hear that? John Cena? Yeah. John Cena's awesome. I
love John Cena.
Oh, Rhino, dude. Yeah, hell yeah. We're going to Slayer. So yeah, done deal. They come into the LA area or Orange County or Southern SoCal. We'll put out an APB and we're gonna go. Big
you know what I absolutely love about this conversation that we're having right now is the fact that our thumbnail for this week was Revenge of the Sith, and we haven't brought it up once.
Yeah. You know what? That's the thing, right? Like we're 7 months into this year, and it came and went. The anniversary came and went. We went and saw it in the movie theaters. It was for that week or the couple weeks that was in theaters, and it was gone. There was nothing out there. And like this whole Coke promotion thing that we were talking about, right? Like it's weird to have something Star Wars promotions ties in, but not the anniversary. Like the anniversary it means a lot to us, but like I don't understand why no one's capitalizing on it.
You think it's because everything has an anniversary every year just about anymore?
Probably.
So kind of like F it,
Yeah, like someone said that Rogue One's 10 years next year. It's like, yeah, again, but
do we really need anniversaries for those? I think the big 3 are the key. Maybe that's why we don't get enough for Revenge and Attack and Last Jedi. Whoa, never for Last Jedi, but Phantom Menace.
Well, yeah,
the OT. Maybe that's why.
I think you got to reserve it though for like milestone anniversaries anymore.
Right,
like
25,
50.
Yeah.
50 is a New Hope.
Yeah,
it's got to go big. That's why we're going to do our part on it. We're going to celebrate it and go big. But I really do hope like Disney puts some weight behind it. Hasbro put some weight behind the 50th, because again, nobody alive is going to see the next 51 or the 100th anniversary.
Right.
Except for the youngins in the chat,
Hellrunner might make it. Yeah.
The Tommy and stuff.
50 for Star Wars, 50 since Elvis died, 50 since the high five was invented.
That's right. I'm older than the high five.
So am I by a few months.
I'm not.
I'm a
50 yet,
lot
so.
older than the high five.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm not.
So
50 yet,
okay.
by the way.
Okay, so the thumbnail says, the best Star Wars movie, with the question marks and stuff. So out of this group right here, what is your favorite Star Wars movie?
Empire Strikes Back.
Of course.
Revenge is second.
What about what about the chat? What is your chat? What is your favorite Star Wars film? And we will ignore Hal Runner whenever he says The Force Awakens.
Chris, it's like I have grown a lot more appreciative of the prequels, especially episode 3. I really have, and I've put that because again, we watch it all the time, right? But watching the theater again, and you just when you're really sitting there and concentrating on watching a movie, not just to have it on the background, you get, you relive it all over. It's so much more magical. And I always had this kind of rule in my head, like there's the original trilogy, that's the sacred, and then everything could follow in place, and I still have that hard time of like putting in another something in there, right? So that's why I'm always still 5, 6, 4, 3 Rogue One. I always was Rogue One 3, you know what I mean? But now I'm like, because I'm learning to understand the impact, and it's more about the impact versus a beautiful movie on screen, right? Like everything. It's more or less that. 3 is really growing on me in that sense, from to 2025 or 2005 when it came out. Like I loved it better than all the other prequel stuff, but again, putting it into that top tier list of Star Wars is growing on me.
Yeah. So Rick Jones saying The Empire Strikes Back is his favorite. Rhino Hobbies, Return of the Jedi. Hal Runner Base, The Last Jedi.
You liar.
Meeks, The Empire Strikes Back and The Last Jedi.
I don't think Meeks is lying there.
We know Hal Runner's lying.
Yeah, we know
Meeks is being true.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Commander Blythe saying, ew, original trilogy is gross. Meek said Rogue One was awesome as well. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But Commander Blythe says you can't beat Empire.
No.
But then he says Empire, Sith, Rogue. So yeah.
Empire, Sith, Rogue. Like guys, it's beating. See, that's the thing. That's like, I love Return of the Jedi. And now like with Chris 3 is actually beating Return at these point.
Oh.
3's beating a lot of stuff anymore, and that's over rewatching and talking and going through stuff. I'm like, it's just, and all the other things that come on later, like all the shows and all the stuff that lean back in it, and all the things we're going through now with Ahsoka and stuff. It just makes it even cooler. It's just
that's the hard part, though, is looking at it as a standalone film. I mean, it's fine. It's not in my top 5, but it's fine. But once you take into consideration all the things that came afterward, that moves it up the level, right? Because now that I've seen Clone Wars and I've seen the season 7 Clone Wars where it all ties together, and I've seen all that buildup, it's now in the top 5.
Like if I were to look at it just standalone, it still sticks because I'm looking at like the intro, the initial battle is the best initial scenes of all of it, of all Star Wars. That intro battle is rad, the space battle. The final battle is not the best, but it's up there, right? It's not
it's more meaningful. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Meaningful than any of them.
Yeah, like impact, brother versus brother. It's the point of no return for Anakin. It's God. I mean, it's very emotional 100%. Versus a great fight scene, but at 14 minutes. But
you see and then you see the twins born. You see them separated. You see
that
Yoda
whole
go away. You
parallels.
All of it is
Vader.
Really,
like Padme dying, Anakin dying, the twins being born, Vader being born, the music, everything. And like I said, there's a lot more in that movie that does a lot more for Star Wars than sometimes the original trilogy did, right?
And then the setup outside of the Star Destroyer looking at
the Death Star.
I mean, we're cooking in there.
No,
right?
it's
and even the stuff in between the beginning and the end, right? The meat of the story, it's pretty effing good. The stuff on Utapau is great. Order 66. We've lived
Order
so many
66,
times,
dude.
But Order 66 in that moment is fantastic.
The Empire, the Emperor. I mean,
man, the Emperor fighting, but 2 times. There's so many good things in it. Gosh, it's like right behind Empire. Anyway.
Well, you get the sense of dread on the galaxy. What happened? The beginning of the Empire. It's like there. And remember, I was telling you about like there's Star Wars about being like living in a world where we had talked about this, like what Star Wars world would you love to live off of if it was real, right? And we're like sitting there going, probably none of it, because it's a very dire time frame galaxy. I mean, if you don't have the Empire, a government oppression, then you have scum and villainy. Then you have, I mean, there's like no, it's almost like Game of Thrones. You can't even walk to the garage without, getting assaulted. You know what I mean? And it's like that dangerous world. And what Rise or what Revenge did was it took all of those security out of it sucked it right out of the air of it, right? The Empire became an empire and almost immediately became oppressive. We saw that in the Bad Batch, how it kind of progressed and stuff. It was like, now it's got people have their cards and they have their what's it called? Their numbers that they have.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what it's called. Chain code. Yeah, chain code, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? So it was kind of being like, it's like, well, Mike, you're not the good guys anymore. Now it's like you're really showing your true colors, and it takes I don't know. I like that time in Star Wars because it builds on the rebellion, it builds on the hope. The hero's journey, it builds off that. You have to show the lowest part of the galaxy to get to the highest point. So I get it.
And a lot of the reason we like Empire is because the bad guys win and it leaves the heroes because every story always has the heroes winning in the end, right? Mm-hmm. So Empire is that little different thing we got to get where you get the bad guys winning and the good guys going, what are we going to do now?
Yeah.
Same thing at the end of Revenge, but it's the end of the trilogy, right? Like if that was the first trilogy, you're like, what the hell? The bad guys just won this entire trilogy.
Right.
That's wild, right? And I don't know. There's something about that I just know for the next 19
It's like
years,
the end of Fellowship of the it's the end of Fellowship of the Rings. The party split, they lost members, now looking up a Mountain Doom, and then it ends. It's like that's the place we got to get to, and it's like just the most evilest, dangerous place in the world. I love it. And I think because honestly, I love Return of the Jedi, and is what Return of the Jedi is a fun movie, and it's comedy done right. It's let's get Han back in the mix. You got awesome creatures, and the tri battle at the end, the 3-way battle at the end was the first time I think it's ever been done that George Lucas set up this space, ground, and lightsaber, just everything going on, the impactful meaning for it all. And that's why I put Return.
And it's the cleanest looking of the three.
It is, dude.
It fits with the prequels pretty well. Looking at them, So. No, I mean, Jedi, I appreciate Jedi a lot. It just doesn't fall into I know you do. It just doesn't fall. And it has some of the coolest characters of the originals, right? Because growing up, again, you want an Imperial Royal Guard, right? You want a biker scout.
Shuttle Tiberium.
The shuttle.
It's
way too many cool things in
all my favorite Empire stuff is there. My favorite biker scout is my favorite trooper. ATST is my favorite land vehicle, and the Shuttle Tiberium is my favorite Empire space ship.
I'm not taking any of that away. You're right, 100%.
Yeah, it just was like, I don't know, man. And again, that's the Return of the Jedi in the theaters as a kid. I was just like,
that first scene when he lands on the Death Star, when he gets on the Death Star. And
so great.
The power of the Empire.
I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
dude was talking back to Vader a little bit, like, hey, I can't get all this done. I don't have the manpower. I'll get it done.
Yeah.
But as soon as he says the Emperor, love it.
Stu John, can happen. ATST could absolutely happen, and we'll explain that on Monday.
I guess you can launch ATST.
Not only that though, that scene, it was also they had done something to Vader's voice to make it boom. It was just a little more clear. It had more impact.
Vader was just super shinier.
Voice.
Man.
It was. Man, I got goosebumps talking about it.
Yeah, me too. I love that the hangar bit in there because when he comes in, you got a couple troops. When Palpatine comes in, you have everybody, the floor is waxed,
and the outside, all the TIE fighters. Yeah, all the TIE fighters outside too. I mean, it was a show of, dude.
Show of force for Palpatine. It was neat. That was
to me
because we all thought for 2 movies Vader would be it. I knew we had a boss, right? But Vader is Vader. You'd think everybody cowered for Vader.
No, but then like the robed, frail old man robed, the evil, like said, Palpatine to us is the irredeemable villain of all time. It's just like he's evil. There's no good. There's no turning. He doesn't care. He'll destroy everything to get what he wants. And there aren't many. There aren't many irredeemable villains that you can't turn. You can't turn the Joker. Joker can't turn. Joker
Vader can't
can't
turn. You know, there was one other one we talked about recently. Who was it? There's one other
Sauron from Lord of the Rings. It's the evil
True.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Voldemort. There you go. I'll give you Voldemort.
Voldemort
Voldemort is an
redeemed.
irredeemable
Yeah.
character.
So I like those. I like irredeemable characters.
Yes.
So don't
Yeah.
turn it around and make you a good guy.
That guy's just like Thanos. Come on, he's doing it because there's like, okay, we get it. Some people are like, I agree with Thanos, and like
they tried it in the comics too with Lex Luthor, and it did not work. I mean, they tried putting Lex
sympathy,
Luthor
right?
in the Justice
villain.
League, and it just did not work at
It has
all.
to be a multiverse thing where he shows up and he's a good Lex from Earth 72. You know, it
Exactly.
has to be that.
Yeah.
That's the only time it works.
Yeah.
Funny.
Exactly. But it's I don't know, man. Yeah, for me it's Empire. It's Empire, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Rogue One, then Revenge of the Sith. Those are my top 5. So there's just something about Revenge of the Sith that I just as a standalone film, it just doesn't work for me. But as the part of a whole, it works for me.
Oh yeah,
I have trouble anymore, and it's just recent problem. I think it's because of Andor that I have trouble even ranking Rogue One in with the other 9, just because even 10. Solo to me fits because it's Han and Chewie. I don't know. I like my characters anymore. And the Andor show I didn't love. You know that. Yeah. Rogue One I think is beautiful. I think it's beautiful. The hallway scene is fantastic. Giving it to Leia at everything happened the way it needed to happen in the last 15 minutes. It was perfect. The last 15 minutes was perfect. The rest of it was cool. Right? I think it's beautiful. Well done.
Remember, like I was telling you about, there's two distinctive styles of Star Wars, right? You've got the gritty, more serious tone. That's the original trilogy, Andor, Rogue One. And it bleeds into other shows. Like, there's stuff in Kenobi that bleeds into that.
The originals are more corny than slap happy than Andor and Rogue One.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Prequels are slap the colorful
everything, but Andor and Rogue One are on their own.
Oh no, I'm putting it right into the OT, man. Yeah, there is no comedy in those movies, but
there's no Ewoks going to be in Andor either.
No, but that's first off, okay.
But you got K2.
Yeah,
K2's good.
The droids
a little bit
of comedy.
Yeah.
By the way, Andor got 14 Emmy nominations.
And not a damn one of them for acting.
None for acting.
Blows me away.
What the hell, dude? That's where I thought it would be, because I thought the acting was superb in all directions. But another news, Tony Gilroy said that he's, what we kind of reported on that he was done with it all. Like, he's not ruling it out. And I'm like,
really? They talked to him on the side because they liked it.
Well, he got pissed about this Emmy thing. He really got like that. This came up in that interview. He was like really mad. He was grateful that his show got 14 Emmy nominations, but none for acting. And I guess they was asked that he goes, I'm not ruling it out for a return. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. As I said, give the keys to Filoni and Gilroy and I'll be happy. Like, I'll be,
Oh, no, I'll be upset. Don't give the keys to him.
Gilroy knows how
side of the universe.
You got Filoni in there that will put the story and the Force in there.
Was there for Andor, bro? It's not like he wasn't there for Andor too.
No. Andor. Honestly, I heard that Andor was as a keys to the building, do it yourself. We'll air it. We're not going to look your way. That's what I heard.
Plus, it was also it was done filming before Filoni actually took over the reins as chief creative officer. So we have yet to see anything other than animated shows where he's been in charge. So
Hospital Granny with it stole the show. No, again, I think that's what's cool about Star Wars, right? There's a style. We were talking about this last week about style, right? Like how DC should have this like overarching style to it to bleed all these movies and shows into whatever, just like the MCU does. It really does a good job of every show looks like it belongs in its time frame. Star Wars doesn't. Star Wars has Book of Fett. Star Wars has Andor, and it has Skeleton Crew. You've got things that they're all familiar and we can follow along the story in the time frames, but a cohesive overall like look and style and acting and tone, it's just not there. It's like I said, I think what Disney did is like, here guys, who wants to do a Star Wars anything, and everybody there's money all over this place, and I think they realized that was a mistake.
Not to go too deep DC, but we did talk about that last week about how he was going to go. We hoped he would keep it one style.
Right.
He like the next day he had an interview and said he wasn't. It wasn't. That's his style. That he wasn't going to keep it to everybody else because people would get bored.
Right.
Right. And Clayface was the example that it's a straight up horror movie, not his.
And maybe that's what's working with Star Wars. Honestly, maybe that's because we always talk about what's not working, right? Where the public out there is always like, this doesn't work, but maybe that's sometimes where it does keep some interest of outside of people who are watching Star Wars, consuming, where like you have a Goonies ride of Skeleton Crew, and then you can get some deep, meaningful, like impactful moments of Kenobi, and then you can look at Andor and be like, dude, there is like just pulling everybody's interest in, even got some horror in from Ahsoka, so yeah.
Mando Mike, what is this? Do you think because Star Wars is numbered but out of order that made it to where it seemed like it was all chaotic?
It's not chaotic to us, by the way.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's not chaotic to us, but I do see how that could be intimidating to people that don't have the Venn diagram
I hear it.
that's required,
I hear it all the time. What is this show?
Yeah,
where is it? Where's Luke? Where's Mando? Where's Grogu?
Yeah.
All the time. And I feel for that. I feel for that kind of like, I can see how people could be like, I'm done with Star because I don't even know what the hell's going on,
Are these clones or stormtroopers?
Yeah, you know what? Why is this one? Yeah, exactly. Like I always get the question, well, where's Mando in this? Like, no, this is 200 years before, 300 or 100 years, or it's 5 years after, or 5 years before. I don't know. It's just like
he's not here yet.
He's Mando.
It's hard. It's hard because everything else gives you a better example, and it can tie it in. Right?
Yeah,
I liked the beginning of House of the Dragon. It told you exactly the whole, kind of like Superman did again. We talked about last week. The
right.
300,
bring you up to speed. Go.
House of the Dragon, the same thing. 100 years before Daenerys was blah blah blah, and it's neat. Just put it in a time frame. That Star Wars could do that with no problem. Hey,
absolutely.
This is 100 years before the first Death Star explosion.
Hey, that's what Andor did.
Before Battle of Yavin.
Yeah.
Literally say 100 years before the Death Star exploded.
He wants to be on the show.
No. Like, careful.
Well, I like this angle.
We went for a dick pic.
I know, right?
I was like, whoa, what are we doing? Ted Trooper or TD3 Trooper checking in. What's up, man? Oh, we also got Deadmon 1. What's up?
What's up, nerd?
What's up, dude? Yeah, I think you're 100% right. And a little bit of exposition on time frame would be great. They try to do that with
crawls,
the intro,
bro.
right?
We have crawls. Just make sure
the crawls.
They do have the crawls, but just be very specific.
Yeah.
Just not BBY.
Yeah. It'll be like Spaceball 2, like Grogu is not in this one.
I hope to God they do something like that.
Yeah. It's been so many years, but no, Grogu is not in this film.
But it's gonna be Gogurt. We talked about it.
Gogurt, yeah.
Gogurt's so good, man.
100%.
Makes sense.
But anyway, so when Slayer comes to town, we're all going. More Revenge of the Sith.
Tie this up with a bow.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up. Slayer comes to town. We're all going. San Diego Comic-Con is happening right now.
We're not going,
but we will be reporting. Stay tuned for Monday Toy Chest, our Toy Chest show, to recap it all, see what's going on, and let's get our pitches in for Black Series HasLab. It's time, man. I mean, it's time we get one, for God's sake. It's 12 years, 13 years of a line, and we don't even have a HasLab. But anyway, watch more Revenge of the Sith to get that anniversary. Keep going all year round, because it came and went and dropped, and it was like, what anniversary?
It really was nothing, but they're going to play it in the theater, and that was really it. Was there a bunch of figures? I don't remember a bunch of figures.
There was
there was like 6, I think.
6, yeah.
And they all had the retro packaging.
Yeah, they had the bubble package, which is cool, and I think they were Walmart and.
That's what I was doing for the bubble packaging. So they did the bubble packaging.
They did do that, but it was early on. It was kind of like if this is a, I still haven't seen the Coke products in the store, by the way. I mean, have you seen them? I haven't seen them.
Walmart today. Walmart was today. Albertsons last week. Yeah, they're out there.
Yeah.
I don't drink Coke, so
I don't either, but I'll
Yeah.
get a Vader. I'll get a Vader and just drink it.
For what?
I don't know.
Do you
dude.
still have your Pepsi Vader and your Mountain
No,
Dew?
I don't know.
No, okay.
No.
That's what I tell myself
It's
when
true.
I want to get shit like that.
Yeah.
Right? Is I'm all, wait a second. I went through this mayhem through the mid 90s through 2005,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Where it
Yeah.
was just buy everything at Taco Bell and KFC and in the stores, and then where's it all now? Right.
Oh yeah, someone else has. That's a sad revelation I
not.
had the other day. I said like everything in this room it's just rent. I'm just renting this. It's just the time where I'm here because somebody else. This will be in somebody else's room, and then somebody else's room, and then yeah, deep. I know. You want to cry? Let's go. Let's
Not
go.
this time. But I think everyone
Exactly.
doing the illicit stuff now.
Yeah. So everything you buy and put in your collection, just remember you're only renting it.
That's going with me.
It's going to be in somebody else's collection after you're gone.
I told you several times, man. Viking funeral. It is all that entire room is going to get loaded onto a barge.
Scott,
and
you're not
going to
know.
Flaming
Dude.
arrow on me.
Julie's going to the Bahamas.
I'm gonna melt. I want it all melted and turn into armor.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, plastic armor.
Yeah, I'll have Marco make it.
Yeah, put it on the list, dude.
Put it on the list.
It'll be ready by the 100th anniversary of Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Which will be the 30th anniversary of my death.
Yeah.
However, yes, the SKN network is going to be at Comic-Con. In fact, Alex is going to give us some footage to send to us on the floor. It's going to go to all Micro Galaxies or Jazzwares, Hasbro booth, Sideshow, and then pull that footage in there. So again, we have it for our Toy Chest show on Monday. With that, guys, I think we're done. It was cool. Thank you, everybody in the pit. You guys were awesome as always. When we have nothing to talk about, it's usually when we have have a lot to talk. We do a lot of talking anyway. So
we make a lot of stuff up.
Yeah. We're look forward to you know what, in our Discord and our Instagram and all the socials. Once that Mustafar 2-pack goes up, we will hit everybody with the details on quantities, how to do it, and everything. And Rick
Still
Jones,
looking-
I will never live long and prosper.
Oh no,
I don't like it. I like doing. I do like both those things, but I just don't like. I don't like the tone. Okay. I don't like
you watch your tone, Rick Jones. You watch your tone.
Thank you.
And may the force be with you.
Yeah, thank you, but I don't like your tone on that.
Jeez.
Scott, did you get my email? I was just keeping it nerdy.
Absolutely, I did. Yeah, that's awesome. God, what was I going to say? You totally threw me off with it. No, we are going to try and get our hands on one of those too.
Yes,
right?
we are. Yeah. Depending on quantity limitations and how the ease of everything. And I know that it's going to be shipped. So, but just remember, guys, we've got a couple. Actually, we have a couple potential. I'm going to say it out there. Potential giveaways coming up, and some really, not just like little. These are awesome giveaways. One of them is going to be that Mustafar set if I can get my hands on one. But just be prepared to, get in a mix of some cool scavenger hunts type kind of contest. We're going to make it worthwhile. We got it. It's an awesome set and everything. And yeah, we're working on some other really cool promotional things.
That's called a tease for a tease.
It's
stuff.
Announcement of an announcement of an announcement soon. TM trademark. So
a couple things. It's gonna be big.
About that big. Okay. All right, guys.
Okay.
Links in the description below for all our affiliates. You go to Moocher's 3D Printing Lab and you can see me build this dude right here. There's not a video yet, but right here, this might be the first video of this. I am working on him as we speak right now.
Buy action figure stands. Keep mooching toys by buying his action figure stands.
So he can make partial statues and builds of everything else.
That's right.
Right.
So
he can neglect some Shore Trooper armor to build a 24-inch tall Megatron. Yes.
I did build.
You're on Megatron now too? Jesus.
I already did it. It's finished. So it's I finished it at least. It's finished.
R2.
It's done. R2 is tough, man. I don't know. Anyway,
you know what? That's what you got to say right there. Is what? It's too fucking hard to finish.
It is. It's a tough build. I'm not gonna.
And I'll let it be.
Yeah.
I'll let it be.
Yeah.
I
But
get that.
anyway, if you want updates on that, Moocher's 3D Printing Lab YouTube channel, and just kind of go along with me on the 3D printing adventure, that'd be awesome. And yeah, let's like and subscribe, tell a friend, and we'll see you on Monday. Toy Chest Joe coming in. Maybe we'll get Chris on here to join us on Monday for HasLab Talk, because I want to talk HasLab. So
It'll never happen.
a Funko HasLab. That'd be awesome.
Oh my God.
6 foot.
What would that look like?
Mega Made HasLab. As you open her up, it's like all these. Yeah, Slayer. All right. I'll see you guys.
Keep
With
it
that,
nerdy,
Scott.
everybody. Keep it nerdy.
Slayer.
This is Grand Admiral Thrawn. You are listening to the Sarlacc Digest. What a fascinating play on words.